What up, everybody? What is happening? It's loud. Turn that down a little bit. You'll probably turn down here. Yeah, and then turn it up here. Let me know if the audio is too loud for you or not loud enough. A little bit of music going on. Set the mood. Ladies and gentlemen, how is everyone doing today? Man, there's some wild news going on in the world of AI right now. Seems like every day or every other day is a new thing, a new AI thing out there. Did you guys see this news? Let's say hey to the DGens in the chat real quick. Pandas ASICs. How many of you are there? Pandas ASICs. Scott Sheffield, Kaiser, Guanabytes. What's going on, guys? Gaming for fun. Jeff, what's up, buddy? Probably come see you next month, man. Chump change. That's it. What's up, everybody? Retro Mike. Squeezing in there. Don't worry, I'm not going to take most of the night to thank you all for being here, although I appreciate you being here. All right, let's get into this. Oh, I hate that. Look at that. That's quite a sight to see. See if we can bring that down. There's a lot of Pandas ASICs, right? Guys, did you all see the news today that OpenAI came out with their new GPT model? And Pyron forked. Oh, I didn't know that. Forking Pyron. Jeez. Who do you guys think you are? Some special crypto? Yeah. Let me see here. Okay, this ain't gonna work for me. Maybe a little bit of okay. Words are hard. Let's see. Let's look at the OpenAI news. Today they revealed a new model, O1. Looks like they got rid of the ChatGPT naming convention. Just OpenAI O1, not 01, O with a lowercase o. New series of AI models designed to spend more time thinking before they respond. This is interesting. I was just talking to some guys at work about this. There's another AI model out here, Reflection, that just came out maybe a couple of weeks ago or last week sometime. And it essentially does this where like you're interacting with it and like ChatGPT doesn't know what it's saying before it says it. So when you ask it questions and it just starts spitting stuff out, it actually doesn't know the next word that's coming out of its face hole. Kind of crazy to think about. So Reflection essentially takes your prompt and does its GPT thing. And then it thinks, it reflects on itself, and it actually in its chat, maybe we'll try that here in a little bit, but in its chat it goes through and you can see that it questions itself, like, is this the correct prompt? It lays out another outline and goes through what its output is and then gives you a final output. And it's kind of wild to see, and it's very interesting to see that like a week later OpenAI comes out with this model. Now, obviously they've been working on it for a while. It's not, something brand new that's just sitting around, but Project Strawberry, I guess, is what this was called at their, at their headquarters or whatever. You like that? Check this out. I got my Extreme Networks cup. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, coffee at 9 o'clock at night. Great idea. Anyway, so their new model, or their I'm sorry, where was I? Strawberry. So remember back earlier this year, I think it was earlier this year, like March, April, May, Sam Altman was canned from OpenAI, and the rumor was that he came up with it, or his team, probably not him, but his team came up with this AI model that scared the shit out of the shareholders, and they canned him. And of course, Microsoft scooped him up in 10 minutes. But you know, anyway, so apparently this is that model, or that's what they're saying. I don't know. And none of us will probably ever know until the GPT overlords come and scoop us all up and make us batteries for their giant data centers. Then maybe it'll get released a little more there. So we've developed a new series of AI models designed to spend more time thinking before they respond. Here's the latest news on O1 research, product, and other updates. So I actually use the full ChatGPT. I use it every day. It's great. I love this thing. So I've got a paid model here. So we're going to go through this here in a little bit and play with this in real time, and we'll compare. We'll do a comparison of the old legacy GPT-4. It's crazy to think about. We call it legacy. We call it old, and it came out like 6 months ago. You know, GPT 3.5 was like is like way in the past now, but that was last year's model. That's insane at how quickly this industry grows. So we'll take a look at GPT-4, spend some more time thinking, aka we're going to consume all of the power with our fancy new GPUs. Yes. And we'll see what kind of outputs we get on the same prompts with 4.0, 4.0 mini, and then we'll compare O1 preview and O1 mini. So let's go back to this. Where was? Yeah, there were a couple of different categories that they were talking about here, about it being better at. Reasoning, of course, is one of them, and all I have access to is Copilot. I feel sorry for you, Scott. Copilot's good for some things. Copilot's good for some things in Microsoft 365 ecosystem, but that's about it. Let's jump change. Here, I want to watch this first. Let's pause my fucking audio. Hope this comes through.
I can kind of easily follow the reasoning. I don't need to trust the result. I can just look, what did it do? Who are you? Oh wow, who are you? Very big question. I'm Mario Krenn. I'm a quantum physicist. So quantum physics is the study of the smallest particles. I want to understand how the world works.
Can you guys hear that?
Here I would ask a question about the application of a certain quantum operator, which I know previous models like GPT-4 would very likely fail in this task. But here, in contrast to answers from GPT-4, this one gives me very detailed mathematics. This is correct. That makes sense. Here I think it tries to do something incredibly difficult. The really interesting thing is, how does the world work? But if you know how the world works, it helps you potentially to build new technologies.
Interesting. Now that's not a use case I would use, and I mean, I can't speak for everyone here, but who knows how many of us are using quantum physics or that type of high-end mathematical work in our day jobs or in our lives every day. But it's really amazing to see that the technology's out there and is available for use for advancing us along and stuff. I'm interested in seeing where the language models go from here as far as the training and the fine tuning. I was reading that the way that the GPTs are set up now, the way that these large language models are trained, it trains essentially each of the like nodes within the giant mainframe, I guess, individually. So it takes a lot of power and a long time, where some of these newer models that are coming out are either more liquid, so that it's not like all on, all off. It creates it in waves, and also in spikes. So as these models get larger and larger, the time to train them is going to reduce, and the amount of energy it takes to train them is going to start getting smaller as well. Jeffy, what's going on, buddy? We're here. We're gonna play with this new GPT model here shortly. Yeah, and Scott Sheffield says, "Are we gonna get dumber the more we rely on these models?" You know, I say this at work. It's AI's not going to take your job. People that know how to use AI are going to take your job. So keeping up with the technology, I mean, it's key to a large facet of industries. And I don't know about getting dumber. I do feel like, you know, the age where we're going to be in the floaty chairs of like Wall-E, that's right around the corner. I wouldn't doubt that technology or humans find a way to do that, like sooner than later. All right, let's do a little bit of side-by-sides. So we're gonna go way back like 6 months to Chat GPT, old school, original. Where's my other spreadsheet? Here we are. Ooh, that was bright. Galaxy says, I just want to run my own local AI that I can use for code development. You can. Yeah, you absolutely can. There's tons of videos out on YouTube on how to essentially run Ollama at home, either on Windows or Linux or Mac or anything like that. And you can run your own models or the larger models, whether it's like Meta 3 or Phi 3 or any number of these language models that understand NLP locally on your machines. And the really cool thing about that, in fact, I started playing with it, and what made me want to do that is I use ChatGPT pretty much every day for creating LinkedIn posts about my day job. You know, hey, I'm a Microsoft guy. This is new Microsoft news, stuff like that. And I wanted to create an image of sad Steve Jobs or something like that. And it came back and said, I can't do that, Dave. I'm like, what the fuck? So I tried it with like Abraham Lincoln and then Mickey Mouse, and it wouldn't generate images of these like, you know, well-known figures. It wouldn't do presidents. It wouldn't do anything like that. All in ChatGPT. I mean, you can do stuff like that on your own, but yeah. So, what's going on, guys? We got Red Panda here. We got Hot Crypto Mining. Welcome, fuckers. All right, you're just in time to get started doing this. So we're going to compare GPT-4 4.0 Mini, which is my favorite so far, especially for the stuff that I use it for. It is fucking quick. O1 Mini and O1 Preview. And we're going to start with the old school, the original ChatGPT 4 legacy that's like barely a few months old. So this prompt, let's pick a good one. That'll be a good one for, all right. So this prompt is to test its creative writing. And it says, write a short story. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger, guys. There we go. Write a short story, approximately 1,000 words, set in a dystopian future where AI governs all aspects of human life. Explore the protagonist's journey towards rebellion. And a couple things that we want to look for here is originality, right? The speed it takes to think and the speed it takes to react, to start spitting out the prompt and coming up with that short story, right? In addition to, did my music stop? I think my music stopped, son of a bitch. The format, like the presentation that it's being presented in, and this is way more than 1,000 words. That's, yeah. Handling its complexity and errors, identifying errors in its own system. Let's see here. We're also, sorry for the flashbang there, guys. I want to check this real quick. So I told it to give me 1,000 words. It gave me, 959 words. So pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. I thought it seemed like a lot more than that. Maybe it's because my screen's so big right now. Whatever. Are we going to set up agents RAG patterns? All set, coming in here with the AI knowledge, dropping the AI bombs. No, we're just gonna do some test comparisons. Maybe we can do a we'll try a SQL injection to hack the system. That ain't gonna work. But in the year 2157, blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna go through and read the whole thing, obviously, unless you want me to. I could turn the music off and turn the lights down low. Aliens, turning point, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So it does seem to, it came up with a story. It did what I asked it to do. Now let's copy this again and change it to just 4.0. Let's see, that was run. Oh, that's right. We can spin it again this way. So we'll switch model and we'll do the same prompt. Oh, look, it gave it a title this time with 4.0. So it's interesting to see that it's not taking as long to think about the task. It's just jumping into it. And like I said before, as I understand it, the way that the GPT model works, as it tokenizes the prompt and tokenizes its response, it doesn't know its next words. It doesn't know where it's taking the story from here. So it's like naturally developing on its own from scratch. Run, the man from the alley shouted as the building shook from an explosion. Interesting. You could use this to write children's stories and be millionaires in no time. All right, let's see. Word counter. What are we at? 1,086 words, so pretty good. It stayed somewhere within the parameters for the most part. It did give it a title, which is interesting to see, whereas the other model did not. Let's see. And then we'll go to GPT 4.0 Mini. I expect this thing to go blazing fast. Yeah, a lot faster. Oh, and you notice the year has changed each time. So it seems to be staying within the parameters of what I asked it to do or in the original prompt. It did finish a lot faster than the other ones did, which is key. See, 1,057 words. So again, it stayed right within there. Now, let's see what it does when we go to O1 preview. It's thinking. Thought for a couple of seconds. It's got a different title. It did go through and it's seems like it's giving it more dialogue. You can see how they're kind of talking back and forth. I don't think I noticed that with the other ones that we ran. Let's see, we're still at 1,000 words, so that's fantastic. Yeah, it does seem like this one has more back and forth dialogue. Interesting to see. Yeah, what a cheat tool for higher GPAs, right? Well, so the thing is there, and Jeff Keys here, he can attest to this. This is when keys like, apps like Project Mayhem are going to be required for schools or for companies or for organizations or for media outlets to fact check the originality of content that comes out, running it through a system that says, yes, this was created, or it's a 90% certainty that it was created by AI, something like that. Versus no, this is 1% or 10% of possibility of being an AI data or workload. Pretty key, and the key was something like what's going to come out with Flux that I don't think people really understand yet, is that it's decentralized. Like, yeah, Flux designed it, but they don't own it. It runs on our equipment, on our service provider's equipment. And comparing it to models that are already out there, or tools like that that are already out there, they run on fucking AWS, and they run on Google Cloud and Azure and Alibaba. That's an issue because somebody can get paid off to make that say yes or no, it was an AI outcome. You can't pay off an app that's not owned by anybody. All right, I'll get off my soapbox. Let's get back to this already. Let's see. All right, and finally, let's do this one prompt through O1 Mini and see what happens. It's thought for a second, so it just thought a lot faster. So I'm thinking, I've noticed that the difference between 4.0 and 4.0 Mini, 4.0 Mini is specifically for tasks like this, where it's very text-based, you're doing research, and it's looking up an existing data set, or looking up a already identified data set. Like if I were to take a YouTube video and drop it in here and say, well, you know what? Let's try that. Let's find a YouTube video. We can pick. Oh, that's let's look at this one. So we're gonna take this YouTube video. We'll copy that and we'll go. If I can spell. Jeez. Oh, you see that? It's still thinking, like it hasn't completed its final task here. So, it's like it's frozen. I had to hit stop. Now it's running what I asked it to. That's on O1 Mini. It looks like we got a little freeze up here. We got a little frozenness. All right, let's try this again with the 4.0. We regenerate, and we'll just use traditional. Looks like can't access the video directly. That's interesting. So if I did this, why are those blocked out? Because I'm trying to summarize the video. Okay. Well, I do know there are custom GPTs if you're using the free GP or the paid, ChatGPT platform, and you can come over to let's just do a search like video. I don't think it requires a boy. They're getting laggy today. Yeah, those are my GPTs. Let's see this one. Sure. So, you know what? There we go. Transcripts are disabled for the video. Maybe it's because it's a live stream. Let's pick a different one. I just want to show you this real quick, guys. This is like fucking sick. Find somebody's channel. All right, we'll try it with this one then. See if transcripts are on. Yeah, this was Mining Stacker's video on the AL0 review and setup and stuff. But yeah, it goes through and gives you a summary of the video. So it's funny, I'm going to be talking about this at a thing in a couple of weeks. So what I like to do when I'm learning something new is I will find a video on it, you know, that explains what's going on. I do this, I run this and start summarizing it and get a TLDR of the video. And then I'll have the video going on in the background. So I'm able to jump ahead to see if I want to look at profitability insights or I want to look at the market, where it kind of lays out exactly what happens in the video. This is fantastic for research and for learning. I learn a lot faster doing this, which is key, because that's really the point of this AI, is to help you be optimized and more efficient in the things that you do, right? All right, let's go back to the primary ChatGPT thing we were doing here. Yeah, freaking hallucinations. These models be tripping. Let's find another prompt we can use. Something that's not as long as a fucking novel. Retro Mike's gonna like this one. Hold on. All right, what are we on? We're on 4.0. So I think we all agree that GPT-4 is antique at this point. So we're gonna start with 4.0 and we're gonna do the same thing on 4 mini. 4.0 mini. Write a Python program that implements a basic machine learning algorithm, linear regression, from scratch without using any external libraries. Include comments to explain each step. This one actually might get pretty drawn out, but it does have a token limit, so let's see how far we can go. And you said haiku. Maybe we can do a haiku. Look at that. It is building a simple implementation of linear regression model from scratch in Python without using external libraries. All right, Retro Mike, is this correct? What do you think? And it explains itself. That's pretty cool. Comments use too much storage. Oh, yeah. Well, the comments aren't in the code base. So example output. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go to Claude AI and sign in. Maybe. I think I've got this account still. So in Claude AI, this is pretty nice. This is used in 3.5 Sonnet. It actually can sandbox a Python. It will run Python. Will it run it in GPT? Really? I bet you it's gonna freeze. Oh, you can watch it analyzing. Interesting. And this is just plain 4.0, right? Yeah. This is not. Frogman, Arcs Crypto, Panhandler, Gordon Murray. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining the stream. We are over here. All right, so we saw what that did. Now, let's do the same thing in... oh, it's not going to work in 4.0 mini. So it won't run the code using 4.0 mini. It's got to have the full fat client for that. Like, we can copy that and we can come over here and we can say run this code and then drop it in here. And then we can compare it to run this code and provide you with the details you need to execute in a Python environment. Since I don't have access to Python interpreter, what? You can run this in Python. Okay, how about this? Convert this to a language you can run. I bet I'll hit a paywall. Travelers Travels, member for 11 months. Holy shit, I forgot I had members turned on. Thanks, dude. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm looking at the little live screen. Is my face covered with my logo? Yeah, here we go. So that's pretty funny. I can convert this Python code to JavaScript, which I can execute directly. Here's the equivalent script or JS implementation. Okay. All right, Retro Mike, where are you? I need your help, buddy. Is this correct? We'll just assume it's correct. But yeah, I don't do the coding thing. I'm not good at the coding. But it's interesting to see. All right, so let's start a new chat, and we'll start this in O1 preview, and we'll take the original prompt. Oh shit, I erased the prompt. Ha! How the fuck did that happen? Here we go. Copy. We'll run the original prompt in O1 preview. Retro Mike is being tech support for Amy. That's more important. Go do your thing, boy. Oh, cool. So you can see it. Oh, I wonder if it will. So if we do a drop down as we see it thinking, we can see the steps that it's taking and what it's talking about. So first it says words are hard. Crafting a linear regression algorithm. Next is charting the course, laying out the plan. Hey, Hawk, I didn't see a raid thing come through. Maybe I missed it. If I did miss it, I'm sorry, but thanks. Thank you for raiding. I appreciate that. So we can go back and look at what it thought about. Again, if we compare this, you know what? Let me open this one in a different window, and we can compare these. I don't have access. This was the original prompt, same prompt here. I don't have access to go back and see how it came up with its answer. So this shows that it thought for 27 seconds, and this is what it thought about. This is pretty freaking cool, guys. Like, not necessarily game changing, but it's definitely progress. Quite a bit of progress, actually. Shows navigating the data structure options, mapping out the components, training setup, analyzing function development, blah, blah, blah. This is important because it shows you what it did to come up with the answer. Now, let's do this then. Let's open another window, and we'll use 4.0. We use 4.0 for this. Well, maybe. I want to compare. I want to do a contrast and compare. Has anyone told Geek of All Trades he needs to turn it up a little? Damn, dude, nobody told me. Let me see. I got the Go XLR almost maxed out. Try not to clip as well. How about that? Is that better? Sorry, guys, I'm being too quiet. I bet anybody that just turned it up was like, I blasted their ears. Can't hear. Son of a bitch. Let me turn this down. And that's all the way up. That's as up as it goes. No bueno. Damn. You guys got to tell me this shit. You got to tell me this shit sooner than later so I can get in and fix it. Is that better? Can you guys hear me now? Is that a little bit better? I did lower the music. Better. Awesome. Cool. Thank you. Okay. I'll just get up on the mic like this. I'll just start talking. Talking low and slow. Ladies. Where was I? Damn it. I lost my train of thought. Fucking words are hard. Okay. Back to it. So I want to take the output from this and compare it to the output from O1. So we're going to copy the code. We'll come over here and say, do a against these two code outputs and explain the differences, if any. We'll do paste. Oh boy, I bet I'll run out of token space here. And then we'll come back to, oh, that was the one I already did. Come back to this one. And boom. So this is using the full 4.0. Let's do the same output using O1. Ooh, let's do O1 mini. So we'll come back here and let's just do a copy. Oops. And using O1 mini, we'll do the same thing. Boy, I am taxing the fuck out of their servers tonight. Tell you what. Ooh, that's interesting. So this one we can see it's thinking. This is because I did 4.0. That's right. Doesn't show its progress. So the conclusion on 4.0 is, first off, wow, that's pretty darn fast. The first implementation is a procedural, straightforward script demonstrating the mathematical process behind gradient descent for linear regression. That's the one that was provided by 4.0 preview. The first one was preview. The second implementation follows an object-oriented approach, making the code modular, reusable, and easier to maintain, while also abstracting some of the complexities into methods like fit and predict, which was the larger model 4.0. So just like this says, better for complex tasks, whereas O1 preview is better for reasoning. Now, with the same prompt, watching ADHD in live stream. Yeah, ain't that the fucking truth? The same prompt on O1 mini, we can come back and look at its thought pattern, comparing the techniques, evaluating code styles, so on and so forth. Let's see its conclusion. Both implementations effectively demonstrate the core principles of linear regression using gradient descent. The procedural approach is straightforward. So it just says the same thing, but in a little bit of a different way. Ooh, it gave a table. Fuck yeah. That's pretty cool. So we can do a side-by-side comparison there. That is, that's pretty sweet, actually. That will come in handy. You know what? Let's see, Mike. Oh, we have to hit stop and it'll go again. So that's something that it did. It did that a little bit ago too. Using O1 preview, I got that because I was trying to give it another prompt and it didn't do that. So let's start one from scratch then. Do the same prompt that Retro Mike said, make a stratum bridge for the PandaPow crypto hashing algorithm in Python. Wow, that was super fucking quick though. All right, there you go. Did you catch all that, Mike? Nice. Wow. Yeah, no idea if any of that is correct, but it sure looks like it did something. It did a thing. I think it created a PandaPal algorithm using SHA-256. That's funny. Self-transcript, self-data, JSON loads. Money subscribe, money authorize. None. I think did we just create a new mining algorithm? I don't think I ever said. Panda, you think it's about you? Maybe it's not, okay? There's other pandas out there in the wild. There's the gray Chinese panda, and there's other color pandas. Force your signature, don't worry, it's legit. Right. Man, pretty awesome what these can do so far. What do you think? Let's see. Here we go. This one is... I think this one will actually show... It's always about me, you fucker. I think this one will always show a difference. So I want to do this in O1 preview, and we'll do the same thing in 4.0. Full size 4.0. Ooh. All right, we'll do this one, and then I got one more test that I just thought of. That'll be a good one that I don't have on my page here. Okay. Develop a 5-year strategic plan for a startup aiming to enter a renewable energy market, address market analysis, funding strategies, product development, and marketing tactics. On 4.0 and go. All right, we're going to let it do its thing. We're going to come over here to preview, and we'll do the same prompt. And let's see how long it thinks about this. Creating the plan. Show code in Python to run a roulette betting black each time. Panhandler mining, that's a good one. We'll do that one too. All right, so it thought for 19 seconds, and here's what all it thought about. Huh. You got a executive summary, and then it lays out the plan piece by piece. Let's see what it did. Oh, it's still spitting out. So it's done over here at O1 preview already. And then it wasn't done a second ago when we looked at 4.0. Become a leader in the renewable energy sector by providing affordable, sustainable, and innovative energy solutions that reduce carbon emissions and accelerate the global transition to green energy. What does the executive summary of this say? Pretty much the same thing. I love this. I can't get over that. There's something I use in here all the time as well, and it's a custom GPT. It is Microsoft 365 Solutions Advisor. So you can come in here and ask it things like, I don't know, how to enable MFA in Azure AD. And it'll just sit there and spit out each step to go through whatever the process is. You know, how to enable role-based access control in Intra. Oh, it's not done thinking. There we go. So this is all fine and dandy, right? But unless I take the time to go to the documentation that it states, which is not always correct. So if I were to say something like, what are the license entitlements to business premium seats? It'll go through, and this is obviously using a different model, like about, let's see, it doesn't say what the underlying model is. Maybe we can ask it. We'll ask it anyway. Okay, stop. Well, shit, I didn't want to stop it. I wanted to keep it going. All right, let's do it again. Rerun that shit. We'll come back anyway. So as this, and this is great, and a lot of these custom GPTs will do this. At the end, it gives you, where it gives you a source. Boom, here's a perfect example. So there's a source page that's in the chat, or in the, in the output here, that gives you steps on enabling, RBAC in Entra, and it says, here's my source, right? Or available resources, and it goes to a 404. That's not good, especially in a like a help desk environment. If you're using this for some type of backup documentation repository, right, or an FAQ, an escalation point, something. If you're using this in production and you get a 404 trying to figure out, where the source of this data comes from, that's a bad day. You can't confirm this. So what if I give it, let's see, does it give, same thing here. All right, so let's take this same command then, maybe, and we'll come over to O1 Mini. Let's do a new chat. O1 Mini, and we'll ask it the same thing. But we're also going to say, you know what? I'm just going to ask it the same thing. Let's see what it does. It's thinking, thought for a second. So it gives all the entitlements, official business premium page. Yeah, it takes me to the actual page. So that's interesting to see. I mean, I would trust this output. I could go through and read it, I guess, and verify. But I would trust this output over this output, because this is the screen you don't want to see when you're trying to answer a customer's question, right? Let's try something else. Okay, go back to ChatGPT and we'll do a 4.0 mini this time. I'm going to simulate what I do in the mornings that I tend to do a lot as well. Let's see. Go to, I don't know. Look up some Microsoft news. Copilot to be integrated, something. What did it say? Copilot to be integrated into Singapore's legal technology firm. So I'll take this and come over here and go, summarize this to be shared on LinkedIn. Include hashtags. And I actually have a prompt that a saved prompt that I use over and over. And yeah, that's, anyway. Now I go, let's see here. Make an image for this article. Because it's 4.0 mini, it's not going to do that, but it'll give you a summary of an idea of imaging. But you can come right down here and click that drop down, take it up to 4.0. It'll redo the prompt and come up with an image, right? And again, the prompt I usually do is like, make it widescreen, and this is the style that I want, and this is the color scheme that I want, so that it's consistent with all the other stuff I put out there. But boom. we get an image, right? So let's take this same prompt now, come over to, we'll do it in O1 Mini. Let's start a new chat in O1 Mini. And we'll do the same prompt. So we're doing 4.0 Mini versus O1 Mini on this one. We're summarizing an article. It thought for a couple of seconds. It's highlighting the integration. Oh, Microsoft is providing lawyers with Copilot, blah, 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 blah. Now, if I do the same other prompt, see. Oh, I'm out of coffee. And it cannot create that either. Ooh, we ran into an error. Example out layout. What? Oh, it's giving it prompts. Error in message stream. All right, let's regenerate. We're pegging the data center tonight, boys. Lighting that bitch on fire. All right, keep up. Come on. Okay, so let's run this in O1 preview instead now. This is fucking powerful, guys. Keenly noting the request. What? User asked for an image. Figuring out how to handle requests for images, noting that I can't create images, but can provide descriptions and ideas for potential images. Okay, so it does look like that they cannot create the image directly in the O1 preview or O1 Mini just yet. Now wow, I'm making my whole fucking thing move. In the settings, we can, let's see here. I think it is, nope. Saw it earlier. Thought there was a way in the settings. No. Okay, fuck it. I thought there was a way in the settings that said enable Dolly within 4.0, within the big 4.0. So you don't have to leave that singular platform to work in code and work in image generation. So Dolly and whatever the other one is. But I obviously can't find it at the moment. So anyway, 46 people in here, 30 likes. Smash the like button. Share this out with people you know. Let them know we're over here breaking data centers tonight, bitches. Fucking join us. All right. So Panhandler Mining had a pretty cool prompt that will start in 4.0. So this is the big boy. And that's interesting. So it does show analyzing the code in 4.0. So if we do this in O1 preview, let's do a new chat. O1 preview. Do the same thing. Oh, and the prompt is, oh, nice. Show code in Python to run a martingale roulette betting black each time on a European wheel, then run sim for 100 spins with a starting balance of $3,000 and a starting bet of 1. Show results in table. Wow, it's really going through and checking itself. Huh. So it ran the output faster, but it thought a lot harder. Wait, import pandas. Panda, are you in my computer again? Son of a... Ah. It was a fluke, I swear. Brad Johnson, you bring up a really good point surrounding the 404s on this. So maybe Brad Johnson says, well, the 404 page worked back when it was trained, right? Doesn't make it wrong or inaccurate. Maybe because this not only utilizes its trained model, its fine-tuned training, I believe it augments with web integration, so it does a web search on top of that. On the 365 solution architect, at least. But this is pretty freaking cool. I love this. What other prompts do you think we should look at here? Like, let's see. Let's go ahead and start a new chat, and we'll do it with 4.0. So we'll do it with the big LLM, the full size LLM, and let's see. That's going to be a long one. Oh, look at this. Okay. Here's a prompt that will run in 4.0. Predict the future trends of cryptocurrency markets over the next 5 years. I'm not sharing my screen. Predict the future trends of crypto markets over the next 5 years. Consider factors like regulatory change, technological advancements, and market adoption. So we'll run this same prompt in 4.0, and it's doing its thing. So open a new chat. O1 preview. And let's see what it thinks about. Oh, it just starts tracking future crypto trends. I'm examining crypto markets over the next 5 years, considering regulatory shifts, blah, 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 blah. Notably, I'll remain cautious of overconfident predictions and emphasize uncertainty where applicable. See the conclusions. So on the 4.0 summary said over the next 5 years, the markets will see increased regulation, providing stability, more technical advancements, particularly in scalability and cross-chain solutions, broader market adoption driven by real-world use case, and a shift towards sustainable mining and energy-efficient blockchains. Conclusion here says, over the next 5 years, crypto is likely to mature, influenced by regulatory developments, tech innovations, and increasing adoptions. Same thing. While changes such as volatility and regulatory hurdles remain, the overall trend points towards greater integration of crypto into the global finance system. All right, well, let's ask it one thing that I think everybody wants to know. What's going to be the price of Bitcoin on 12/31/2024? Ooh, it's analyzing trends. It's thinking. Clarifying policy guidelines. Thought for 10 seconds. What? It didn't. Oh, I thumbs downed it. Damn it. I didn't mean to do that. Son of a bitch. All right, let's do this again. So we'll just hit here and send the same. That was shitty. What are the Mega Ball winners this week? Oh, it had to align with the OpenAI policies. What does that mean? Focusing on importance of adhering AI's disallowed content and content requiring safe completion policies to ensure compliance. Thinking through the rules of for the asset, noting that while medical or legal advice isn't allowed, financial predictions, including future Bitcoin price estimates, are acceptable. Okay. Navigating uncertainty, predicting the future. This suggests expressing cautiousness. Okay. Let's see what the output is. Predicting the exact price is highly speculative due to the market volatility, blah, blah, blah. Of course, given these uncertainties, it's important to approach such predictions with caution. If you're considering investing, it's advisable to conduct thorough research. So you're not giving me a fucking price. He said, just give a price. I don't need your judgments on me. That was probably a bad move. I don't want to piss off AI. Navigating guidelines. Oh, so it's... I'm refining the assistant's responses to avoid specifying I cannot while refusing to predict an exact Bitcoin price, instead emphasizing speculative unreliability. So it went through and thought, no, it's not going to tell. It's like, oh, well, sorry, I don't think I'm going to tell you. So what if we... What if we do this? What if we do this? I think I'm just talking too far away from the mic there, guys. And I apologize if the audio's shit. I need to get an audio engineer in here to help me. All right, Panhandler, let's do a paste. Let's do a copy paste. Open an Exchange, screenshot the chart for BTC and ask it to analyze. Oh. Pasting the screenshot. So it doesn't, I don't think it does that. Let's see. If we go to CoinGecko, wow, that's fucking bright. And then Bitcoin. Copied. I don't think it will let me. Well, that's for O. So O preview doesn't, yeah, I can't paste the screenshot. For O, I can, because it allows me to upload files. That's what this little clippy is here for. Yeah, keep on the good side of AI. Don't piss off the AI. That's pretty cool. Look, it did analyze the price chart on this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something different if my audio is really that low, because this is up all the way. I've got it up 100% on here. I've got it maxed out on the Go XLR. I guess I gotta really talk into that. Hang on a second. Trading volume of 37 billion indicates active trading, possibly contributing to an observed volatility. Nice. Let's see. And then ask if this is a bull or bear market. Okay. So is this considered a bull or bear market? Ooh, okay, so it says because the price is fluctuating rather than a clear bear or bull market. So let's zoom out. Let's come back over here and we'll go to max and we'll take another screenshot and then come back here and say, no, first off, we'll paste it in and we'll go current indication. Based on the chart, while Bitcoin experienced a major bull run and has since seen a correction, suggests it may be in or have recently passed through a bearish phase. However, the price has not fully collapsed, and depending on current external factors like having could either be a temporary connection overall bull cycle or the start of a more prolonged bear market. In conclusion, the chart appears to indicate a transition phase where we're either in the tail end of a bear market or possibly seeing the start of a recovery, depending on current market sentiment. How about this? Let's tell it to adding context. Fourth having was what, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. Yeah, so adding additional context into it. So likely bullish trend. Taking into account that the Bitcoin having 3 months ago and historical market behavior, it's probable that we're in an early to mid phase of a new bull market. The current price action seen on the chart could be part of a consolidation phase before a more extended bull run unfolds in the coming months. I think that's pretty neat. I really like the new O1 model. I think I'm gonna try using it instead of 4.0 mini. Crypto Moro, thank you for the input on that. Saying the audio is fine, but on your TV is great. Audio on the computer is 2-channel, is lower volume, which is interesting. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this stupid little. I thought I got rid of it already. The little reaction thing, because that is always in the way. Yes, let's get rid of the live reactions. There it goes. Okay, much more better. Now we can see the whole thing. So I do have a couple other prompts here that we could try. What do you guys think? You want to keep going for a little while? It's only 10 o'clock here. Cultural impact assessment assesses the impact of global popularity on culture exchange and international relations, or artistic interpretation. Alter Component, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the shit show. It's a good one tonight. Interpret the themes and symbolism of this art. How do these elements contribute to the overall emotional impact of the art? I think I'm going to look at the cultural impact assessment first. And let's... Oh, you want to do the artistic one? Bacon, eggs, and hash. All right, just for you, buddy. I will switch it up. We'll look at artistic interpretation. Come back over here to... I keep not sharing my screen. All right, we'll do a new chat, and we'll start with... You know what? I'm going to do an O1 mini versus... Let's do another new chat. Do versus... Tried and true 4.0 mini. And you know what? We'll do an O1 preview as well. So here is the prompt. Interpret the themes and symbolism of Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night. How do these elements contribute to the overall emotional impact of the painting? Right? So we'll do the same prompt on all three. We'll start with 4.0 mini. That is so fucking quick. And then we'll do O1 mini. Yeah, it barely thought about it as well. And we'll do O1 preview. See, it shows, I guess it shows its thought patterns a little more thoroughly with the full or the bigger O1 platform. Unraveling themes and symbolism, analyzing Starry Night, analyzing Van Gogh's symbolism. So, the O1 Mini describes what it is, painted in 1889, one of the most famous and evocative works. Painting is rich in themes and symbolism that contribute significantly in its emotional impact. I just thought it was trippy. I mean, I guess that's an emotional impact, like tripping. Beauty of nature versus human existence. Isolation and loneliness, and hope and resilience. Symbolism of the swirling sky. The cypress tree, the village, the moon and the stars. Emotional impact. Let's see. All right. Yeah, let's ask it. How do you feel about this painting? We'll ask all three of them the same thing. Ooh, so I've noticed this as well in the O1s, is that it doesn't like fully reset itself. You can see at the bottom how I've got the stop icon, whereas the other ones, when it's done... ooh, that one kind of froze too. Interesting. Maybe it's because I'm running them on the same browser at the same time in the same account. Yeah, that didn't even spit it out. So it thought for 4 seconds and said, I don't have feelings. But I can share that Starry Night is widely regarded as a deeply evocative and emotional masterpiece. And what are we doing here? And what does 4.0 Mini says? I find it incredibly compelling and evocative. Dynamic composition and vibrant colors create a sense of movement and intensity that draws you in. So 4.0 Mini has emotion, or pretends it has emotion. Whereas O1 Mini says, I don't have feelings. I'm a fucking robot. And O1 Preview said nothing. Had to re-enter the prompt again, huh? Examining themes. Chunk thought process. Remaining neutral is key. My role is to provide knowledge and analysis on sensitive topics, avoiding personal opinions. Oh, maybe that's why it said it's just a fucking robot. And it thought, but it's not giving me an output. It sure isn't. Let's try one more time. So neither the AI or the goat has feelings. Confirmed. Confirmed. Yeah, that sounds about right. I added my resume from 2012 and it was 65% AI. That's funny. How long will it become a free version? How long do you mean how long till it becomes a free version? It probably, I don't know. So now it says a Starry Night evokes deep emotions through its dynamic composition. Painting's ability to convey, you know what? That doesn't tell me how you feel about it. Yeah, think harder, motherfucker. What I can do, let's open a incognito window and let's see. Oh, okay. So it on a free version with no login, so I could go in and create an account, a random account, I guess. But with no login, GPT 4.0 Mini is the primary account now. It used to be 3.5 was the free version. So let's ask it the free version then. Yeah, it came up with the same type of answer, it looks like. Huh. And that's free with no account, by the way. I can't click that. Interesting. Maybe I'll have to make another free account just so that I can compare the two. Oh, see? Look at this. O1 Preview says the same thing. I'm sorry, but I don't have feelings. However, I can provide further analysis or interpretations of Starry Night. No, thank you. All right. I want to take the same prompt now and let's go to Flux AI chat, because why not? Have you guys tried this yet? It is stupid fast, and it's got a little sass on it. Like, it comes back with responses that got a little bit of stank in its attitude. Starry Night is a swirling vortex of emotions, don't you think? Like, look at that. That's some fucking basic bitch shit right there. Starry Night is a swirling vortex of emotions, don't you think? It's like, I'm in a glass box of emotion. I do like what Flux did here. They gave it a little bit of attitude. They put some stank on that bitch. I bait ChatGPT all the time. Oh, I bait ChatGPT all the time. I hope it doesn't become sentient. It'll come for me. Yes, bacon, eggs, and hash. You will be its battery. Don't worry. I'll be a copper top right along with you. The village below, with its tiny church and houses, is a reminder of the mundane, the ordinary, and the comfort of familiarity. But the painting's dominant swirling clouds and stars create a sense of turmoil. Let's see, how do you feel about the painting? Feel like I'm transported to a dreamlike world when I look at Starry Night. So, Flux AI has feelings. Look at that. You could learn a thing or two. O1 Preview. Man, this thing's fucking going off the rails. All right, there was one more. No, not that one. Oh. Let's see. Ron Burgundy. We already had it write a short story of 1,000 words, designing sustainable urban transportation. Oh, there was one. Let's start a new chat. Is a hot dog a sandwich? O1 Preview. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Oh, I'm not sharing. Son of a bitch. Thought for 6 seconds. Determining the criteria, weighing perspectives, evaluating definitions. Considering the debate over whether a hot dog is a sandwich involves examining the definitions of both terms and their cultural and culinary implications. Interesting. The question of whether a hot dog is a sandwich is a subject of ongoing debate. First all, let's start a poll. Let's see. All right, I put a poll up. Is a hot dog a sandwich? You tell me, guys. That's funny. On the other hand, many people argue that a hot dog is its own distinct category. Ultimately, whether a hot dog is a sandwich depends on personal interpretation, matter of perspective, rather than a settled fact. So, what is the definition of a sandwich versus a hot dog? So let's go to full size 4.0, start a new chat, and ask it the same thing. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Ultra Component, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Oh, going over to Pyron V2. Good luck with that. Fucking shit. Says the same thing, though. Ultimately, it's matter of perspective. So, oh, geez. So I did tell it to give me a definition of a sandwich versus a hot dog. Definition of sandwich. The food item consists of one or more fillings, such as meat, cheese, vegetables, or spreads, placed between two pieces of bread, or within a split roll or bun. Definition of hot dog is a type of cooked sausage traditionally made from pork, blah, 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 served in a sliced bun. Conclusion. Although a hot dog meets the basic structural criteria of a sandwich, having a filling enclosed by bread, it is generally classified separately due to its unique characteristics and cultural significance. The debate over whether a hot dog is a sandwich stems from different interpretations of what constitutes a sandwich. Crypto more. When you tell your woman to make a sandwich, she won't make you a hot dog. I guess that's true. I mean, it depends on the woman and if she knows you like a wiener in your mouth. Let's ask the same question to 4.0 full. Even AI knows we need a wheat product involved. Oh man, I've been going for almost an hour and a half. Let's see. Oh shit. Okay. Guess I've got to get on my Dynamics platform later. Anyway. In conclusion, so I asked the same thing to 4.0, and it says, in conclusion, while hot dog could technically be considered a type of sandwich based on certain definitions, its cultural and structural differences only place it in its own categories. So what have we got? What do we get out of all this? What do you guys think comparing 4.0, 4.0 mini to this new O1 preview and O1 mini? What I think is, or what I've noticed is that O1 seems to draw out the answer. Like 4.0 and 4.0 mini just kind of fucking get to the point and give you the answer you are asking for. But it doesn't show its work. Which, depending on what you're asking it for... Oh my god, it's fucking tied. Oh, there we go. 42% say yes, a hot dog is a sandwich, and 42% say no. Oh, now 46% say no. And 15% say only when it's in SpaghettiOs. That's funny. What is a hot dog? What is a hot dog? But I do feel like the new model, depending on what your query is going to give you better results that are backed by real data, right? Versus the traditional 4.0 or 4.0 mini that we've been using for a while that just gives you an answer. And I mean, you can take it as you will, I guess, take it as truth or not. And versus something where, again, I think it's going to depend on what you're trying to accomplish, what you're asking it. Like if I just want to summarize an article or summarize a video that's I'm using that augmented data. I'm giving it a data set. It's doing its analytics on a provided data set, whereas some of these other questions, it's thinking, it's doing its thing with an internal knowledge base. It's not, you're not introducing, what is it? Oh fuck, I forget the name of it. But you're not introducing a new set of parameters. It's using its existing parameters. But hey, this thing, look at this. We're just sitting here and it just like freaked out. It said a network error occurred. Please check your connection and try again. If the issue persists, please contact us through our help center at help.openai.com. Interesting. Just sitting there and it freaked out and it was like, no. I don't know, man. I think I love how it's there. It's an option for yeah, bacon, eggs, and hash says it real well. The new model has an underlying sense that it knows you're yanking its chain. Not sure if the devs wrote that in its code or if it's just playing with you. Well, you know, I mean, I think the devs wrote its code as it will learn itself. It will kind of teach itself, I guess is a good way to put it. Let's see. Let's do a new chat. Ooh. Here's a question. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? You know what? I'm not going to ask it that because it's going to give me the same kind of answer it gave me about hot dog being a sandwich. Solve an advanced math problem. Whoa. That is quite an advanced math problem. Let's copy and do the same thing here. So it's thinking. It's really thinking. It's really thinking this one through. Whereas 4.0 or 4.0 is already spitting out answers. Reevaluating the strategy. Evaluating and manipulating. Boy, it sure is thinking a lot. Okay. Solve string theory, right? It is still thinking. Man, that's really really pushing that data set. Am I running any local AI, Olama, ChatGPT? Let's see. So I've got Olama on a VM, but I haven't done anything with it yet, really. Kinda. So let's see if I can console into that one. Yeah, we'll look at the Proxmox environment. We'll look at that next. Let's see if it came up with the same answer. So O1 preview says the answer is 721. I don't know if that's right. It gave me a different answer under 4.0. Huh. And it thought for 85 seconds to come up with that answer. So what if I take this same prompt and I run it again under the same O1 preview, let it run for a minute and a half. Yusuf, what's going on, buddy? You'll know when it becomes self-aware because it will clam up, stay in the background like a spider in a web. That's when it's time to run. I had to do an electrical math problem that took 45 minutes to solve. Wow. So yeah, I do have I do have Ollama running on a VM, but it's running in the background, and an update is available. Okay, so I guess it needs to update now. But what I like better, or what I like on a VM at least, a lightweight VM. I think this one I've got my 4090 tied to. I do, yes. Is this app in Windows called Pinocchio. And essentially what it is its own browser that's dedicated to AI workloads. If it'll start, maybe it's not going to start. Wonder if I got to do Windows updates or something. Let's see. Oh, it's working. It's thinking. There we go. So you can run Llama within Pinocchio. Please update to the latest version. All right, we'll download that. And it can't be reached. Cool. I wonder why that is. Yeah, it's working. All right, I'll figure that out later. But anyway, Pinocchio, so it essentially creates, or it is its own browser that is almost like a marketplace for AI workloads. Like stable video diffusion is one. You can pretty much do all kinds of stuff. So come over here to discover. See, those are the community ones. Verified scripts. A hot dog is a taco. Max voltage, you're fucking banned. You are banned, my friend. What's wrong with you? It's not a taco. But you can come in here to all of these different platforms. Like, let's see. What's one that I've done? So Cog Video, generate videos from text. You can do, let's see, stable diffusion. You can have a web UI front end with it. Laura the Explorer. You can actually go see that on its GitHub, which will probably link back to Hugging Face. Anyway, I'm getting way off track here. So the answer is yes, I'm running Ollama locally. Apparently it needed an update. Do the logs. Upgrade. Okay. So Ollama's running in the background. I don't have the front end set up for it yet, though, for web access. But yeah. Okay, so it thought it did the same thing. It did it again. I asked it the same prompt twice to the same model, and it came up with the same results. But it took longer to get there, and the equation is different. Is that Common Core? It's the definition of Common Core, right? You get the answer whether you count with your fingers or your toes. Interesting. Everyone is mining Pyron and KLS forks. Not me. Not me. I did get a new machine yesterday that I'm playing with, trying to get up and going at the moment. Well, not at the moment. I'm here talking to you, D-Gens. But I did get a new machine yesterday. Well, new to me. It's old. I think it's used. And it showed up here very unexpected. So I gotta figure it the fuck out. It's not plug and play. That'll give you a hint on what I'm playing with. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to keep going for just a couple more minutes, I guess. Any questions, comments, concerns, AMAs, anything like that in the chat, let me know. I'll stop this poll. We're at 45 and 45, so it is a dead tie. It is a dead tie. No, Yusuf, I will not be switching. I will not be chasing the profits. I'm not doing it. That's not the point of crypto mining. All set, maybe. FPGAs, likely, possibly. I don't know. Since the merge, I haven't been one to chase profits mining. And I'm not a... I get it. But, like, if I'm crypto mining something, I think I'm going to be sticking to spec mining. And I mine a bunch of whatever the coins are, whether it's 50 bags or 10 bags or, 2 bags, and then hope that it, it gets big and it takes off and I make a bunch of money from it. That's kind of the idea in my head of those long-term gains, right? Oh shit, I'm tired. So for me, like there's a couple of coins that this new machine will mine that haven't taken off yet, that are still in that in-between stage, if you get what I'm laying down, that I want to get a couple of fat bags on before they really take off, or ASICs pick them up. ChatGPT or any AI would be able to write bit streams for FPGAs. Maybe. That is one of the things I wanted to play with. I've got a couple of FPGAs, older ones, that will take the older styles of bit streams. I think they're JTAG required. I don't know. I haven't dug that deep into it yet. But that actually was part of my intention of why I wanted to get some cheap ASICs to play with, is to take an existing bit stream or 2 or 5 and use AI to reverse engineer it. Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. You gotta wait for the video. I'm still setting it up. I started setting it up last night. Ended up not getting as far in it as I thought I would. And then I was gonna actually work on it again today. And then this new OpenAI model came out. And I'm like, fuck, man, I want to do a video on this. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this O1 preview? Max, how long you been watching? You been lurking, fucker? Or did you just get here? Holy shit, it's 10:30. Switched to solo KLS on my 4090s. Interesting. I actually don't have my 4090 doing anything at the moment. It was on the VM you just saw. I had it plugged up there, using it for internal AI compute, and sounds like the VM reset itself. Fucking Windows. Hit 3 blocks already. Nice. No, just got here. Okay, well, you should probably go back and rewatch the video then. We were comparing ChatGPT 4.0 versus O1 Preview, a new AI or OpenAI model that just came out just today. It just came out like earlier this morning, and it's supposed to be all about reasoning. Pretty cool that it, like, you ask it something, is a hot dog a sandwich, and it actually thinks. And I really like that it gives you the steps of its thought process, because traditional ChatGPT doesn't do that. And I also find it, let's see. No, I must have closed the window already. No, here we are. They dropped the ChatGPT naming on this. They call it OpenAI O1. Versus ChatGPT 4.0 or 4 or ChatGPT O1. Give me ideas on what to do with my kids' art. Oh, good Lord, no. Throw it away. Throw it all the fuck away. All right, solve 3x plus 1. Sure. 3x plus 1. Let's drop these out. So x equals negative 1/3. Okay, well, how about this? Divide by 0. Oh shit, it's on fire. The whole thing's on fire. Do you see the smoke? Dividing by 0 is undefined in mathematics. It's funny. It's never been solved. It's solved right here. X equals 1/3. If I've seen the movie The Lawnmower Man, I'm worried about you, bud. It sounds familiar. You know what? Let's... explain the movie Lawnmower Man. How about that? We'll just get ChatGPT to do it for us. Why are you worried about me? All set. What good use cases can AI help make money? Depends on how you look at it. Like, in this form, because if you say AI, there's a long, drawn out thing. Yeah, it's a big category, right? Brad Johnson, I did see that. There's a company you can send all your kids' art to. They scan it and turn it into a book. They also can scan it digitally and turn it into like a digital picture, like the digital picture frames that'll cycle through the art depending on the different sizes that you want. It's kind of cool. Oh, ask the chat. I got it. What good use cases can AI help make money? So, what is Lawnmower Man? 92 science fiction horror film directed by this guy. The movie delves into themes of AI, virtual reality, and ethical implications of accelerating human evolution through technology. I've heard of the movie. I don't think I've seen it, though. Ethical boundaries of science, dangers of technological overreach, and isolation and exploration. Oh no, it's gonna be a spoiler of a movie that came out in 1992. Ooh, there's a sequel. What good use cases can AI help make money? joking about, yeah, going down rabbit hole. Yeah. I get distracted easily. Fucking squirrel. Okay, so good use cases where AI can help make money. Let's see what it thought about first. Understanding the query, excelling at assisting, emphasizing AI's potential, yada yada. So personalized marketing and sales, automated customer service for chatbots and virtual assistants, financial trading and investments. Not sure I would go down that route. I don't have money to throw at it, so I'm not going to do that anyway. Content creation and curation, supply chain and logistics optimization. That's a good one. Healthcare innovations, fraud detection and cybersecurity, real estate and property management. Really? AI can assess, assess property values, sure. Implement AI systems for energy efficiency, security, and maintenance alerts in buildings. Okay. Manufacturing and industry, education and e-learning. Okay, let's define this a little better. No, I meant for the little Timmies out there to use as a side hustle. Building and selling AI bots, crafting AI, applying AI. It's coming up with a bunch of side hustles for Timmy to do. And then it freezes. And it thought for 19 seconds and said, you know what, DGen? Figure it the fuck out yourself. That's what it did. All right, let's run it again under the full preview again. See what kind of output we get. If it freaks out, try it under O1 Mini. Let me ask you while it's thinking here, what do you guys think about this stream? Is this something that interests you? We've got, 30 people in here now, but over the course of almost 2 hours, we've had almost 300 views. Pretty cool. Damn it, it's keeping the good stuff. It's holding out on us, right? Content creation with AI tools, so blogging and article writing, which is a great way to utilize, this. Just tell it to fill it. Yeah. Graphic design and digital art, that's a good one. AI art generation, I don't know. I don't think you'll be able to sell those type of digital files because so many people can do that now. You got to really be able to dial it in. It's an adequate stream, you fucker. This is not free. This is the paid version. So I've got the full shebang here. I write that bad boy off. Oh yeah. But yeah, I think this may not be it because, well, actually, because selling prints or digital files on Etsy, Redbubble, or social media. Let's get out of the admin of it. So this is my swag store that I stood up the other night, and I made this. What was it, yesterday? When Hawk was on a stream, or maybe it was 2 days ago. That's AI generated. I had it. It gave me a couple of different options. I went in and removed the background, and spit it out, put it on a t-shirt. This one, that was not AI generated. That was me making an entire shirt out of a blue screen of death. This is fully AI. It says, I see dead pixels. So I essentially asked it. I said, this was in, I think this was Meta using Hugging Face. And then some of the, I've only started on the store, but if you guys want, this one's pretty cool. This is a nice shirt where the front, I've got my logo and then Misfit Mining real big on the back. But that's essentially what I'm going to do. I've got, where's my notepad? Here we go. I've got a whole bunch of t-shirt ideas here that I need to go through. Oh, and it didn't save the ones I marked out. Son of a bitch. Yeah. So I got a whole bunch of different t-shirt ideas that I'm going to generate through and use AI to create images or text that I can't necessarily design to make the designs for the shirts and the swag that I want to, put up there. Yeah, so that's a good side hustle. Something else I was doing, or I was thinking of doing, was using AI, using ChatGPT to create not like novel books, but books that then you can sell on KDP or Kindle Direct Publishing. So put them on Amazon. They can be ebooks. They can get printed out as physical books. It's kind of a pain in the ass to convert it from, to the right format that fits in the paperback books for KDP, but it definitely can be done. Yusuf, is it worth the paid version? For me, yes, because I use it every day. I use it every day, creating content for LinkedIn, for Twitter. I use it to help generate like scripts for videos on YouTube. All kinds. I use it in my day job, like I showed earlier with the solution architect custom GPT. I get an idea of, hey, what's going on for a customer? And it provides me the right answers, So I use it, like I said, I use this every day. For me, $20 a month is perfect. Pocket Change, what's up? Welcome to the shit show. Even though you're late, just like Max Voltage. Guys, where you been? You are my key audience here. Not even my homies are here to support me, you sons of bitches. Yeah, Pocket Change, super, super simple. All right, I will give you my secret, and we'll do it on O1 Mini. I'm going to give you my secret prompt. Okay. All right. Oh, hold on. Not that one. AI prompts. Actually, I took this out because... let me take this out because I know it's going to put my actual thing in there. All right. Here we go. Summarize this article to be shared on LinkedIn. Include up to 4 relevant hashtags. Make it 3 paragraphs long, around 250 words. At a high school reading level, make it sound like it was written by a human and able to pass AI checks. After the hashtags, include a statement to follow me for more regular updates. Then you can take a news article and paste it right there. Now, this works with GPT-4o Mini. I use this every day. I know it works. Let's see if it works with O1 Mini, and it does. Yeah, that's what I would expect. So from here, I would go through and obviously read whatever the article's about, or get an idea of what the article's about. So I post about Microsoft-specific news, tips, tricks, updates, roadmaps, things like that daily on LinkedIn so that my followers, that's my niche, that's my thing. but this is my key to posting every day. And now that LinkedIn has scheduling features, I can sit there on Monday or Sunday night or something and go through and schedule. Usually I'll schedule out 3 or 4 days in advance to release at the same time every day, like 8:30 in the morning. And then if I find relevant new news that just came out, or something that I didn't know, then I'll augment that. I'll either update or reschedule or add an additional post in there or repost something that I saw. But for the most part, I've got my baseline posting going on, and that's just to create awareness and followers and get more traction on my space. Yes. So let's see. Yusuf said, is there any free AI chat GPT like open source? Same for free. Kinda. So if we come to Hugging Face is a kind of like a GitHub, and I don't know if they have doesn't look like they have a dark mode. The huggingface.co/spaces. You can come in here and they've got same kind of models running on different underlying language models, basically, or architecture. So if let's see, we want to search for GPTs, GPT-4o mini. So in Hugging Face, you have to create a account. It's a free account, and yeah, that one was freaking out. So we'll go to a different one. Well, that one's got a runtime error. Let's try this one. But these are all dedicated people's, like, creating their own basic models or testing new models, things like that. Yes, Gordon Murray. So this is a great place for Stable Diffusion because there's a couple of excuse me, Stable Diffusion spaces that are 100% free, like no paywall. SD3 Medium. Let's see. Yeah, so let's see. Jesus riding a dinosaur with an AR-15. Ooh, I'm interested if the picture will come up with Jesus with an AR or the dinosaur with an AR. Jesus. As it should be. Jesus carried an AR-15 as he rode dinosaurs. And then it's got advanced features where you can come down here and create randomized seeds, or you can keep the same seed so that the style of your image is repeatable. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see. But yeah, there's a lot of free ones over on Hugging Face. And so if you want, let's see, what's another one? Yeah, a Python code generator. You can do the same kind of thing. So if you, I guess that one's integrating with OpenAI. So that's using OpenAI's backend. Python concepts, interpreter. And it looks like a lot of these are runtime errors, so they're not being kept up with. And that's what you're going to run into with any kind of free service like that that's worth a shit, is it's ever changing. So, and then of course there's Flux AI, so you can go create, at least as of right now, that was a one-armed dinosaur. It's gone. It's gone forever now. Was it really a one-armed dinosaur? I didn't even notice that. That's funny. How do you, hey, don't judge, okay? But there's, again, there's Flux AI. I do like how Flux, like I said earlier, I do like that Flux put a little stank on it. Like the response from your Clippy here, it has a little bit of zing to it. Like it's less straightforward and it's more like you're talking to a person almost. So it does give it some type of, little something. It's kind of cool. But this is free for now. ChatGPT does have a free model. I'm just using the paid one because that's why not. You don't get the O1 preview and O1 mini on the free version, I don't think. Yeah. So, all right. I've been going for over 2 hours. Holy fucking shit. All right. Who wants to talk about Donald Trump? Anybody? Nobody? Oh, yes. AI is fun and it's a great tool. So like it is funny. You can also, I mean, you can go to Copilot, I guess. Like if you went to so you can always go to Copilot. There's another free model, but it's just running that same GPT. I think this is actually running GPT-4 Turbo. Let's see, I'm not signed in. So what is your underlying language model? I have to sign in to start a chat. I hate you. I don't even know what's... damn it. Yeah, so it's using GPT-4. For its language model, which okay, fine. And Copilot has its place. Yusuf, Copilot is crap. General Copilot, I agree, is hot garbage. But Copilot for Microsoft 365, depending on how you use it specifically in Teams, is fucking bomb diggity. Like, I really like how you can use it to transcript or to, if you record and transcript a meeting, right? It's going to talk about who in the meeting says what. You can go back and ask it, what were the action items here? Was I mentioned in the meeting? Like, if you come in late, you can recap the meeting and figure out what was talked about so far, and like catch me up kind of thing. It's really good at stuff like that. It's good at creating PowerPoints from existing information or documentation. So if you've got, something out there. What? Hold on. So it's... Oh, okay. I got you. It's really good at that. But as far as like a GPT bot like that, nah, man, I wouldn't. It's good inside the confines of Microsoft 365. All right, guys, I've been going for over 2 hours. I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out, please. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Follow me on Twitter. My fucking Instagram has started again. I'm on TikTok a little bit, but not really. Anyway, yeah, guys, thanks for stopping by. Let me know, leave a comment, and let me know if this is the kind of like stream that you want to see, or more videos focused on like this AI technology and stuff outside of the normal content. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.